this crazy game?
Yeah, a wild one, huh? Incredibly proud of the group. I think it is a massive point on the road against obviously a very good side. I think it was an incredibly relentless effort. The group, as I said in the post-game speech, did that and accomplished that together. Everyone believed in that moment that we were continuing to fight, and that we believed we could get a result out of the game. So just very proud of the group for that continued fight throughout the entirety of the match.
Michael, go ahead.
Obviously, in the table, all points count the same, but is this really the biggest point of the season so far for this team?
I think what it shows and what it represented, I think it's a huge point for us. I think it represented a lot of character in so many different ways, individually and collectively. So I definitely believe that this is a big point for us, and I definitely believe that the group feels that it's a big point for us.
Okay, and you don't have to answer this honestly, but if the tables were turned and you had seen a plus 13-minute equalizer scored when they showed 8 minutes, how would you have felt about that?
Sorry, say that again.
So like the Sabs equalizer went into the 13th minute of stoppage time, and if kind of the opposite side had happened to you, if you'd been on the opposite side of that when they showed 8 minutes of stoppage, how would you have felt about that?
Yeah, so actually the fourth official communicated to me that it was obviously the +8, but there was going to be at least +2 added on to that. So I was told from the fourth official during that time that that was going to be the case. So I was aware that it was going to go over.
Tyler, go ahead.
Yeah, Bev. Well, excuse me, let me clear my throat there.
No, late over there for you guys.
I know. Yeah, it's kind of an obvious question, but can you describe just what you saw and how Savannah's goal developed there at the end? Because she dribbles through two defenders and just fires low corner. I mean, it's pretty amazing play.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it shows the confidence. I think it shows her ability. I speak about it all the time in reference to her dribbling, her ability and quality on the ball in those moments, and the speed that she can do it at. I swear that she's just as quick dribbling as she is running. She just doesn't slow down. She's very confident in those moments, and I think the team's shape in that moment allowed her to find those gaps because of the channels we were occupying, and the confidence to do it in that moment was incredible from her, and obviously a brilliant finish as well. And you see the celebration, you see the team come together out of complete excitement in that moment. So she's one of the best dribblers in the game, and obviously very proud that she was very confident in that moment, and it was a fantastic goal.
Joe, go ahead.
Yes, Bev, it's a little late here, but I don't think any of us are going to sleep anytime soon after that one.
Yeah.
The question is, up early, then equalize right before half, then down, then equalize, then down, then equalize late. How do you, from the sidelines, keep the players in it and heads up and keep them pushing till that final whistle that late in the game?
Yeah, I think it's actually incredibly important what our energy looks like on the sideline. You often see when players go through these moments, they are taking a look over at the bench, right? In the time that it takes to process to get that kickoff going again for either way, there's usually some eye contact over to the side before that whistle's blown. So I think our demeanor, our energy in that moment is incredibly important for the group, that we continue to go, come on, stay checked in, it is very important for us, whether, they're taking that in or they see kind of the body language. I think it is, again, very important.
Taylor, go ahead.
Hey, Bev. I was wondering kind of what was the conversation at halftime, right? You came out of the first half with, I think, only 2 shots, compared to the second, right, where you got the 2 goals out of the 7. So kind of what was the shift there?
Yeah, I think for us, we had moments of very good football, specifically in what we were asking for in possession throughout the week. And I felt like at the time there was moments and momentum that was in our hands and that we needed to kind of keep it in that space a little bit longer. And us being attentive to their quick restarts was something I mentioned at halftime. They were putting their hand on the ball. They were throwing the ball in very quickly. Us turning and facing and organizing the players around us was so important in those moments. So we could at least be more proactive kind of in that space. And again, it was just the consistent reminder that we will get more opportunities, and we can continue to showcase what I felt like was good out of our first half in that second half.
Okay, thank you.
Of course.
Michael, go ahead.
I may be wrong about this, but I think in what I saw, your bench might have been a player short tonight, and obviously only used a couple of subs. You talk us through, just kind of how important it is for this team to, get healthy enough to even kind of field, enough players so that you can make the, right number of subs.
Yeah, no, I think for us, obviously, having an illness on the day, and obviously we're hopeful that, Linda was able to get some rest today. But obviously that last a minute adjustment on game day to the roster itself. And I think obviously, we have players like I spoke about back home, that are going through their own recovery processes in different ways, right? KD coming back little by little. You've got Ari on her process coming back. You've got Jordy on her process coming back. You've got Yuka, and you've got Jalen, right? Continuing to go day by day. I think for us, that's what we're focused on right now. This is our situation, and we're continuing to work on what's best for them, how they get back quickly and recover healthy. That's obviously the main focus for us. And I think, the players that we've have received, opportunities have done a fantastic job, and have stepped up. And I think it shows the importance of having a roster that's fully bought in, that's having a roster that, they're capable of any of the expectations that we have, and they believe that they're capable of that. And I think it shows, obviously, the roster that we have built this season.
Tyler, last one.
Yeah, Bev, Emma claimed it was a shot attempt the whole time. I don't know. Some people think it's a cross. I'm not sure what your opinion is on that with her goal, but how much has your confidence in her grown over the course of this season? Because she's played pretty much 2 full matches back to back.
Yeah. Well, I think a goal's a goal, so I'll trust her with what she takes on her,
Yes.
what she did in that moment, right? And yeah, I think, we talk about it kind of weekly, right? And again, I think a lot of the attention goes to her pace. I've said it a few times now. I believe that she glides. It's an incredible pace that she can get to very quickly in a fashion where you can't read that she's pumping in any way. And I think not a lot of people talk about her technical ability. And I think she's shown she can post up, she can go in behind, she can cut players inside, she can lay off and have combination opportunities with the players around her, because she has very good IQ in those moments. And so obviously continuing to push her and help her develop those areas of her game, but she's showcasing very well in a lot of areas of her game that I think are continuing to improve the more minutes that she's received.
Thank you, Bev.
Yeah, thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Bev.